It is hot. Ooh. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here. So, we're going to get a message today. We're going to do a general message. All right, what color do I want to use today? I got to say TMI, but as soon as I started, I feel like bubble guts. Somebody's either feeling anxious, or maybe it's something someone's drank or ate, or someone just got a messed up stomach or a sensitive stomach. I'm hearing dry eyes, sensitive eyes. Somebody could also have issues with their eyes. Could also be something to do here with prescription, glasses, contacts, or some sort of LASIK. I don't know why I'm getting that, but bubble guts is for real. Someone got some bubble guts here. There's a red car that just passed. Somebody could be driving a red vehicle. All right, here we go. What do we have for today? Well, I'll tell you this. Let's start by just talking. I've been making this thing for my mom. It's really cool. It's like a dollhouse. And I used to do it as a kid. I would make it out of paper, like everything. I'm talking everything's paper. Now we started using popsicle sticks, me and my daughters. Anyway, we were all in my room yesterday just like making this little house. It's so cute. Maybe I'll post it. It's adorable. I'm looking right at it. It's behind the camera, but anyway, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. It was like I kept going and going, and like I laid in bed and I was trying to go to sleep, and I was just so excited about decorating this house. Maybe someone's been decorating their home. Maybe just wanting it to look nice or something like that. Maybe there's good deals going on. Maybe there's an event and there's going to be people coming over, so it's like, let's get the house looking nice. Let's get furniture. Let's decorate with some decor. Could be like working on the yard, something like that. Or it could be like to fix something up to sell it, to show it, to rent it. If this isn't you yourself, this could be someone around you, or it could be like somewhere you're going to visit, maybe like an Airbnb, or wherever you're going, it's going to be clean. I don't know why. Somebody need to know that. All right, what's the message for today, Spirit? Bubble guts is for real the thing. I don't know what's up with bubble guts. Someone's got bubble guts. I feel it all of a sudden, like just, TMI. Okay, it's a stray dog. There's something to do with a stray dog walking around. I saw something just run past my window and I'm like, what the hell is that? Okay, guys, we are back and ready to rumble. Dun, 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 dun. So I took a long break. I had to pause this thing and go handle my bubble gut situation. Ew, TMI. Okay, but it's a normal thing that happens in these human bodies, right? Some of you, I'm channeling it. So this is part of the channeling, okay? Like literally as soon as I hit boop on the camera, boop, 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 boop. Whatever I'm saying is probably, it's got something to do with it. Now, maybe not for everybody, but here we go. So I paused it when I saw something go past, and I went and checked what it was, and it was a dog. It was a big old black dog just kind of scavenging the neighborhood. Going from this end to this end, and this end, and this end, and this end, and this house to that house, and this yard to that yard. A stray. Also something about ashtray, or Ashley, but ashtray. Similar to the ashtray, or Ashbury, Asheville, Ashton. I'm getting something about ash. But anyway, stray. I'm also seeing Atreyu from The Never-Ending Story. The Never-Ending Story. I don't even know how to do the violin. I don't know how to do an air violin. We're just gonna make it up, right? So here we go. What do we have today? Well, honestly, I didn't have any message today. Usually I got something going on when I start the video, like Spirit's like, get this message out now. But I wasn't having that today. Today it was more like, you hear my cat? My cat's trying to get in. That's Kiki Mama. But she can't get in because I have my little house I'm building my mom over there, and I don't want her to mess with it because she will. So what were we talking about? We were talking about homes, decorating, yards, upscaling. You hear her? She's pissed. She wants in. She got in. She ran in when I opened the door, and then I took her out because she was messing with my house up there. She likes to sit up there, and she's mad. Someone could be putting distance here or have put distance between them and a specific other person, or between them and a company, between them and a group of people, whatever it is. Someone could have distanced themselves, or they like their space, or they just kind of like spaghetti arms. This is my space and this is your space. Again with Patrick or Swayze. What was his name in that movie? I'm getting Dirty Dancing again. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Oh, that's probably what Kiki Mom is saying right now. Nobody puts me in the corner. Meow, meow. I learned that on TikTok. There was a man on TikTok and he said, if you want your cats, I think it was to make them come to you, you say, ma. So far, nothing. I wonder if that'd work if you used it on a female or on a male, like a love interest. You just see somebody walking out, or you see them at work, whoever, wherever, you know, you see them somewhere, and you got a crush on them or something, you're feeling them, and you just go, look them deep in the eyes. Stay silent for a minute. You gotta confuse them a little, and then you go, ma. If they don't come, you don't turn them on. What? I don't know, but I like it. Spirit just told me that. Okay, here we go. Upscale, uptown girls. Da 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics. Town girls. I don't know, some of uptown girls. I'm also hearing Britney. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes again. Racing through my brain. I'm gonna go get my other phone so I can look up these lyrics. I'm channeling a lot in this message. It's by Sixpence None the Richer. Richard. Isn't Richard Dick? Am I wrong? I don't know, we'll have to Google that too. There she goes again, racing through my brain, and I just can't contain. I think this song played in a movie called She's All That. Don't hold me on that. I could be lying. I don't know. But I think I heard it on that movie. It's an older movie. It's got Freddie Prinze Jr. in it. Somebody could be a junior here or go by junior. That's not for everybody. I'm picking up on somebody who is a junior. I'm also hearing Junior Whopper. Okay, anyways, let's focus. So this song, I think it was on She's All That. And in that movie, if you've never seen it, it's like this Lainey, what's her name? Lainey Boggs, something to do with art. She was an artist, or she was really into art. Kind of a dork, you know, but gorgeous. She didn't even know how gorgeous she was. You know, she was just really eccentric and kind of different and almost like deep and sad. There was something about her that was just longing to come to the surface, but it's like she let it come to the surface through her art, whatever she did in her art, or however she expressed herself artistically. This could be part of the message here for someone. Someone could be a person who expresses themselves artistically, and it's got somebody else being like, there she goes again. Like, why am I thinking about her or him, whoever? I can't stop thinking about them. They're always on my mind. Like, I try to do my things, you know, I'm dealing with bubble guts. I got all this going on, and she's in my brain. There she goes. There she goes again. So that's what I'm getting. She's all that. Oh, anyway, and so this guy, Freddie Prinze Jr., falls in love with her. Well, in the end, at first he actually set her up. It was like some sort of fucked up, sick game, excuse my language, between him and like his friends or something. I think he even had a girlfriend who was like one of the popular girls. I don't know. I think he had a girl. But anyway, so they basically played like some sort of cruel joke on her. But the joke was on him at the end because she ended up being like everything he didn't know he wanted until he saw her and realized who she was. Like, he saw her beauty and he got to know her and realized they were like two different people though. Like, this has something to do with this message. There was like two completely different people on completely different sides of the fence. You just the most unlikely of couples, and so that should have been the first red flag. But it's like, should it have been a red flag, or is sometimes that's what's sent to us to pull us out of comfort zones, to show us our true selves? And she did. Lainey Boggs in that movie, and I hate to just stay on this movie, but it has something to do, again, with this message. And it's like somebody here with their artistic ability and who they are and how creative and intense, deep, dark. There's something so deep about someone. You can see it in their eyes. You can almost feel their pain. But something about them is just so beautiful and different and ethereal. It's like, are they human? Right? Like somebody could be feeling this way about someone and they just stay on their mind rent-free 24/7. They just live there in a little loft up in the head, maybe in the heart. Someone may not realize they like care for someone here. It could even been like a little bit of like, you know, I'm just playing with it, bouncing it like a ball. I'm just having fun with her or him, their emotions. Or maybe someone has just been in like fantasy land, because I got that yesterday. And not in a bad way, but just kind of like fantasizing about someone but never about to do nothing. But now someone's like, wait a second. The house settled again. It did this the other day in a video. Did you hear that? I don't know if that picked up on the video. As soon as I got quiet and I had some sort of an epiphany here, because I forgot how it ended. I'm about to get there. The house cracked again. It's settling. Someone's been settling with the same type of people, same type of friends, whether they're the same friends that they've had a long time, high school, college, you know, whatever. Or it's like same types of people or the same types of person or the same person. Someone's been settling and they've been, on the outside it looks like they're just kind of doing great. It's not that they're doing bad, maybe some of them, not necessarily, but what do you mean by doing bad, right? Because things look good on the outside. I feel like someone could even, not for everyone, but someone here could have had a pretty nice life too, or could even right now, like they have nice things, a nice home. They have, for the most part, yeah, you know, they have everything they've ever really needed, wanted, you know, for some. Some know they've struggled a lot. But I'm picking up strongly on someone here. It's like I'm seeing strongly Freddie Prinze Jr. and she's all that. And there she goes. And it's like, but, like, for all intents and purposes, they should be happy, content. Well, this is what everybody would want, right? Well, why would I be sad? This isn't someone who's sad necessarily. It's that they don't realize, or they haven't until now, that there's actually more to life than just things. Or and they may not even be a shallow person. They may actually be someone who's got a really big heart. But they haven't been living that. They've been living with things. They've been living with falsities. They've been living with, you know, situations and people around them that it's like an illusion. It's just, these are people who would be very upset if this person went their own path. They wouldn't know yet because they haven't tried it, but I think they're about to. I think someone's about to try going their own path, like that stray dog. I'm gonna just wonder. Now, I don't know how permanent they're trying to make it, but if the universe is wanting someone to be pulled out of a situation, like a comfort zone, no matter how beautiful or unbeautiful it is, they're gonna pull this person out of it. So they're probably like pushing someone, the universe, guides, ancestors of this particular person, could be you watching me. Someone's being pushed out of a situation like by their interest in wanting a new adventure. I got that yesterday. It's kind of bleeding over into today. So we're starting to get the message here. Someone is or has already or is very close to exploring their neighborhood. And by that I mean just kind of wandering away from home, wandering away from the everyday, what they're used to, whatever their life looks like. They could be single, they may not be single. They could have a whole bunch of friend group, you know, they got this whole little, they could even be a part of some sort of organizations or clubs, or they're members of something in some way. It could even be church, I don't know, but it's something. And they're gonna venture out and just kind of see, you know. You guys ever seen that movie Tuck Everlasting? I'm getting a lot of movies today, so sometimes Spirit will use songs, movies, anything. Nature is a new one for me and I love it. But sometimes Spirit will talk through movies and songs and nature so that you can get your message. In fact, that happens every day. But a lot of us, we don't pay attention to it. You know, it's hard to when you're just distracted by everything. But, and in the movie Tuck Everlasting, Jesse could be someone's name. I think his name in there was Jesse Tucker. And Winifred was her name. Anyway, she ended up ultimately, I don't want to ruin all these movies, Spirit, in case no one's seen them, but she would venture out. She just wanted to get away from that normal life, this little, you know, what everybody else would approve of. So she walked very close to the fence and she went outside of it. This is the vibe I'm getting. Someone here has ventured outside of their safety zone, their comfort zone, their what everybody else would think if I did this. You know, what would they say? What would my reputation look like if I went against what I normally do? If I went below with what everybody else think I should be doing. You know what I mean? If I settled, it's like, no, you're not settling going outside the fence, bitch, you've been settling, honey. You've been settling. That was a little harsh. I think it's someone's ancestors or the universe being like, look, you want to talk about the people around you wondering if you're, you know, you're going beneath what you should do, or if you go after this person, it's like, oh really, like they're judging, I don't know, this may not be. Or if you go decide you want to go get tattoos or piercings but your whole family's against it, or your friends or your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, and it's like, but this is, I want to venture out. This is somebody who wants to dance around the fire, not necessarily, but they want to live. And maybe they're looking around at their situation, or they will be, like, this is so nice. And it's not like someone who has everything they've ever wanted and they're just not content. No, this person is content, but they're not growing anymore. I said that yesterday. You will hit peaks in your life where it's like, you could stay there. It's not like you won't keep learning things, you will, but you'll keep learning the same things. Really, you won't go anywhere else. You have to put yourself in situations that they're scary. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what anyone else will say. And the real will remain. The people who really, truly love you, who aren't trying to control you, the only thing they would try to tell you to do is if you were like doing something that could kill you. And they would know it. You know what I mean? Like harmful substances, addictions, things like that. But otherwise, it's like, I love you no matter what you do. And even then, if people do that, it's like, I love you no matter what you do. It doesn't mean I have to stick around and watch it, but I'm not getting this as someone who wants to scavenge the neighborhood or scavenge whatever because they just want to go have a hoot and holler and good time and a yee-ho, Betsy, let's go out there and have us a hollering good time. Come on back home to my wife, to my mom and my dad, even though I'm a grown-ass man or woman, like nothing ever happened. No, I don't get that. I think this is someone who knows that by doing what they're wanting to do, what their heart is calling them to do, what this voice inside of them is urging them to do, they know it's going to render some repercussions. But duh, that's a part of it, you know? However, in the movie, she doesn't drink of the water to keep her living forever. Though she falls in love with someone who is a pretty magical being, but they end up letting each other go because she chose to stay back. And that's fine too. I think that's what everybody needs to know here is hold not on to any outcome. For you do not know which path you will need to take until you're faced with it. But there's nothing wrong with exploring. That's what we came here to do. How do you know until you know you don't? So let's talk about the dog again, and I think we're gonna go. This may be a little shorter video. Whoever's the dog here, you know, wanting to explore, have an adventure, seek something new. What's over there? Or their heart is calling. Maybe even someone is on their mind. I don't know. Something is promoting it is what I'm hearing. Prompting, promoting someone to go this path. It's not because they're running from some sort of reality. Again, I reiterate what I said yesterday because Spirit's telling me it's not that. Someone's doing it for the right reasons. They're doing the right thing. And it's up to this person ultimately if they want to go back home. Whatever that means. If they want to go back to their old way of thinking, if they want to go back to that family only who doesn't support what they're doing now, or who won't, or who's going to cause issues because of it, or whatever, I don't know, or a spouse or a partner, I don't know what this is. I'm going to go ahead and use this as an example. Let's say that dog out there, one of the neighbors in one of these streets that finds it, I don't know how far this dog is going to go, but I know that it belongs to people down there and it's usually outside. But let's say it wasn't. Let's say somebody picks up the dog and then they like, I love this dog so much. I'm so in love with this dog. It's completed my family. And then they name it. They give it a collar. They give it bowls and food and play with it, take it to the vet. And they're just like, yeah, I just found this dog, blah, 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 you know. And the dog's been there for however long. Let's not do a timeline here. Just, you know, a bond will be made. And then the dog, one day when they let it outside after however long, this dog has been bonding with its new environment, the dog decides to leave. Perhaps the dog goes back to the original house it left. Perhaps it doesn't and it goes to another. The thing is, at that point, that family or that person, whoever it went to, whoever took it in, whoever it was called to and then it was found, or it collided. You and I collide. Anyway, that person's going to have to accept that situation. The one who took the dog in. It's a lesson for them if that dog does decide to leave. If it doesn't, wonderful. If it does, they're going to have to accept it. Right? So, I don't know who's exploring here or who's going after something or pursuing something or going to see what's outside of their fence. What's outside of their norm, what's outside of their culture, what's outside of their religion, what's outside of their family's acceptance or beliefs, what's outside of their comfort zone, what's outside of their current connection. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't feel like cheating either to me. This feels like someone who may even leave someone if it's romantic, if they're with somebody, but I don't know how permanent it is, what I want to say. So don't get excited here. Just know that any time I'm hearing is better than none. So whether you're on the receiving end of finding this animal, this dog, I'm talking about a person, could be an animal, some of you find, or you're on the, you're the one that, sorry guys, had to pause the video. My daughter came in, she was looking for her shoes. Somebody's ready to go. I'm telling you, like someone is on their way out the door, and in a good way, they are coming. You heard it? The door just closed. They're coming. They're ready to go. They're coming or they're going. Whatever. Someone's going. This dog, this animal, and I hate to keep referring to somebody as a dog, but it's just, that's the message I got. Someone is going to do this. This isn't someone who's like tossing up an idea of doing this. They're going to go outside that fence, whatever their fence is that they've been used to sitting in. They're going to see who this Laney Boggs is. They're going to see who this eccentric, creative, mysterious person is. They want to know what's behind the curtain. They want a Wizard of Oz it. Somebody could just be traveling to a new place, a new country, new city. They're like, hey, you know, or someone could be, they're doing something different. A change of scenery, a change of person, a change of people, change of friends, change of career. It doesn't mean it's permanent, but it's not about permanent. Nothing here is permanent. And that's the truth. Nothing here in this reality is permanent. The only thing that's permanent is you. But not here. You're gonna leave here. Nothing is permanent. There was a song we used to sing growing up in church when I used to go to this congregation, and it was called, I don't know what it was called, but some of the lyrics were, "This world is not my home. I'm just passing through." And that's the truth. So maybe someone is realizing, like, this isn't my home. You are not the father. Goodbye. What the hell? Or it's like, not the mama. See something about dinosaurs? I'm hearing prehistoric. This could like be the beginning of time, you know? Something to do with dinosaurs is very specific here. I also heard land before time. Littlefoot. Something also about Little Bear. Ooh, we're channeling a lot. They hit me sometimes with all kinds of stuff. I just never know what's going to come through. Let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit, that we need for this message? All right, we're going to leave it there. That's the message for today, so we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to talking to you again, and I'll see you later. Bye.